The ethics module is delivered in 6 sections, each of which is intended to take approximately 2 weeks. The readings for each section are fairly intense. They're fairly heavy. We really don't pull any punches. And they vary all the way from ethical classics, from Aristotle, all the way through modern Harvard Business School case studies that were written just in the past few years. The module is also designed to be fairly flexible, to be delivered online, and to be accessible for people who have very busy careers. There is some flexibility built into the reading schedule. The entire module also accounts for 1/3 of the study exam for the Charter in International Business Development, which is delivered at the end of all 3 modules in a proctored testing environment. The first section begins very much at the beginning. It starts with some classical authors, going all the way back to Aristotle. And we also read Marcus Aurelius and Confucius. And then we update a little bit into the Renaissance and read a little bit of Kant and a little bit of John Stuart Mills. Obviously we could read many more authors, but the goal of that is just to provide us with the basic foundation and to introduce us to some of the classical ideas, like the impact of ethical behavior, not just on people that you're acting ethically towards, but also on yourself. On ethics as a practice, as a set of rules, and not just a morality. And then we also compare and contrast different forms of consequentialism, like intentional consequentialism versus rule-based consequentialism. I should say rule-based versus act-based consequentialism. Section 2 introduces some more recent authors in the past century and focuses less on ethics as a system of rules of behavior and what it can do for others or even for oneself, but on ethics as a rational response or a set of behaviors that are rational in the long term. And we talk about some game theoretical concepts. We talk about some concepts that come out of biological altruism or studies on biological altruism, and apply those to the ethical discussion and take it forward. Section 3 goes a step even beyond that. So we've talked about individuals now. Section 3 talks about the institutional environment, and this has become a very important topic lately. In fact, just this past year, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a pair of historical institutionalists as opposed to theoretical economists, the Nobel Prize in Economics. So we discussed the importance of those institutions in facilitating ethical behavior, how those institutions develop, and also how those institutions support long-run growth and long-run success, both in countries and in firms, and how those institutions react to and sort of co-evolve with the need for ethical relationships in business development and in long-term trade. So pause.